In this video, I interview best-selling author Tim Storey about how to spot trends and reinvent yourself, how to keep going when you feel like giving up, and how to discover your personal magic. Coming up. This video is brought to you by LearnVideo.live, a 1-hour online masterclass on how to grow a highly influential and profitable YouTube channel this year. On this free training, you'll learn the proven strategies and current best practices for growing your subscribers and creating passive income with YouTube. To register for free, just go to LearnVideo.live. Hey, what's up? Sean here with Video Influencers, helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. And I'm super pumped about the interview today with Tim Storey, inspirational speaker, best-selling author, doing plays, movies, live streaming all over Facebook, doing a lot of social media. How's it going, Tim?
It's going well. Las Vegas is so nice right now. I love this season because it's warm, but at least it's not so doggone hot.
Absolutely, and we're here at 10X Growth Conference, a lot of entrepreneurs out here. Tim is going to be speaking to 10,000 entrepreneurs in a couple days, but I'm super excited to be diving into some of your content, helping us with, discovering, reinventing ourselves, discovering our unique voice, talking about the process. But for those who are maybe just meeting you for the first time, what are you all about, and what's kind of your bio and story?
Bio and story is Compton, California. Great place to grow up. We had 7 people in a 2-bedroom little house, which was super cramped. And then we had a Volkswagen, not the big van, but the Bug. We had 7 people, Sean, in that doggone little Volkswagen. So we were lower income. I always say this, we were lower income, but never lower class. But I was always thinking big in small places, knew I wanted to do something fantastic, ended up going to seminary, and then went down that spiritual trail, and it led to many, many things in life.
That is very cool. Now you're doing some really big things, helping people stay inspired, get vision for their life. And one of the things that is incredible about you is you've been in the game for 37 years.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Long time in any field.
Absolutely.
I mean, even if you're a welder for 37 years. But to be an inspirational speaker, 75 countries of the world, to be in a nice position for 37 years has been cool.
It's been very cool. And I think about any industry, whether it's YouTube, social media, whether it's the music industry, there's a lot of people that we call them one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
They might do one thing, they might do another thing, but to stay around for years takes reinventing yourself and seeing where culture's going and really embracing, even pivoting when culture shifts. And you've done that so well. And so for those watching, what are some of the things you've learned about pivoting your brand or reinventing when that needed to happen?
Okay, I really love that question. And part of it is we spend so much time trying to find the right plan and becoming the right person. If you look at most books, they're about the plan and the person, the plan and the person. But truly the partners play such a key role in that as well. And so even if you have the right plan and you become the right person, you have to have the right partners around you. And so let's say if you are a person that's a creative. I'm a creative, but I also need people around me that are really strong in structure. So I have put an amazing team of probably 30 people around me that see, hey, Tim, maybe you got a blind spot on this. Would you consider this? Or you say that a lot. Maybe we shouldn't say that. Or let's head this direction. Someone else is doing it too. So Sean, I've been very open to what others see that I don't see. And I tell you what, so many times they've been correct. And I've been able to readjust and find the right path for what I'm doing.
I love that. The right partners, really people, that if you don't have the right people in your life surrounding you, maybe helping you see blind spots, that you might miss it when things shift. And that's powerful. Now, you're going to be speaking here at the 10X Growth Conference.
Yes.
Talking about magic, but it has a lot to do with persevering and going through the process. And for a lot of people in our community, some are already crushing it. Maybe they're doing their dream full time, but many are on the climb. They're trying to, put out content, discover their voice, and it's discouraging.
Yes.
I mean, building anything, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of emotional strength. What kind of tips do you have when it comes to perseverance and embracing the process, especially when you get discouraged?
Yeah, one of the things, Sean, that I've done is a 3-month study on the life of Walt Disney. And there's so many books about him, documentaries. Tom Hanks even played him in a movie. But I want to get in deeper. So I hired about 8 researchers to pull out anything they could on Walt Disney, because I wanted to find out some different things, not just the things that were just on the surface. And one of the things that I found is that in the 1930s, he had gone to a couple places that are amusement parks, and he said to himself, somehow I got to find a way to do it better, okay, different,
Yeah.
and more magical.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool. Better, different, and more magical. And so as you know, because you've been to Disneyland and Disney World, what is it about? It's about the magic kingdom, about being magical. So I begin to say the word magical because some people think it denotes always witchcraft or sorcery. That's not true. Magical is supernatural.
Yeah.
So Walt Disney was saying, even in the 30s, I want to do something supernatural that's above, beyond. But it took him 20 years to manifest what he thought.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm teaching on at this 10X conference with my good friend Grant Cardone, is about how to make magic. To make magic, as you know, you're going to have to get through the mundane,
Yep.
the messy, and the madness.
Well, so speak on that a little bit, because I'm sure some people, in fact, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. What do you feel like you're in right now? Are you in the mundane? Are you in the messy? Are you in the madness? Or have you already reached the magic? Post down below, but kind of speak through that and how do you keep going through each of those stages?
Yeah, because many times magical thoughts will come when you're in a messy place. And so you could be going through a divorce right now. You could have lost your job. You could be feeling like I'm overweight, I'm not the person I'm supposed to be. But the magical thought could happen. Who knows the state of mind of Walt Disney in the 30s before he actually manifested the magic? So you could be in a messy place, mundane. Mundane is a very interesting word. It means that you feel very ordinary, very average, very status quo. You felt that way, I felt that way.
Absolutely.
Okay? Or we've worked mundane jobs. But you have to go through the messy, the mundane, but here we go, the third one, the madness. Guys, madness is going to hit. Madness will come, and you did not even order it from Amazon. It doggone shows up on your doorstep. It's like, dude, I didn't sign up for this, craziness, madness to happen. But anybody that gets magic and keeps magic has to learn how to get through the madness.
Absolutely. And I think about that for myself personally. I think even on Video Influencers, not many have heard my story of going through chronic illness with my spouse right around the housing crisis, losing homes, right around the times where our job and our finances were flipped upside down. So that was definitely the madness season, and it definitely led to magic. But you too, you've had 37 years crushing it, but you also went through a season that wasn't as great.
Not great at all. In fact, I heard Eddie Murphy talk about this. He said, I started getting up on stage at about 17 years of age. So from 17 years of age into my 50s, there's going to be some things that I go through that the world's going to find out about because I've been on stage so long. So I got on stage at 20, and I've been on stage for 37 years, as you said. So I would say that I had like 32 magical years, and 5 that were madness, messy, and just not good.
Yeah.
And I think part of that I attribute to bad choices in my life, in relationships, but also through things that hit me, Sean, I was not prepared for. And, I've always thought beyond, and I was very creative, but to do well in life, there's a lot of cheap shots that you take. I was not prepared for those things. But the 5 years of kind of going back to the Cactus League, they helped me.
Yeah.
Because, I'm flying high right now. But, man, I needed to go back to the Cactus League and learn how to just do the fundamentals again. So I'm cool with it all.
That's powerful. And one of the things you're passionate about is actually helping people with recovery.
Yes.
And so what is that you're up to with that?
So my brother actually passed because of addiction. And I've always had a heart for people that struggle with alcohol or drug addiction. And so I got connected to a group called Melrose Recovery Group. And we'll put the information there. Or if you follow me at Tim Storey Official, you'll see that that's what I talk a lot about. So we have recovery homes,
Yep.
and we're helping people with alcohol addiction, drug addiction. And the great thing about it is it's working. People's lives are actually really changing.
That's powerful. And I mean, that's the goal, right, too, to get people out of that madness and help them discover their magic. I love that. Now, let's talk a little bit about social media. And one of the things I love about you is having been, and we've been in similar circles, there are some people, especially that have been doing it for a while, that get kind of stuck in the old school way, and they're not missing where culture is going. I've been so impressed that you've been through radio, TV, and even are still doing things with TV and movies and mixed media, but you've embraced social media. You've got some live streaming shows that you're doing every week with Facebook Live.
Right.
What was your mindset? How did you find, and I'm sure even peers and friends of yours, they haven't made that shift.
Yes.
How did you make that shift, and what do you think the importance of really leveraging these platforms are?
I think one of the things that you are doing as well is I really pay attention. A friend of mine who does well in life says Tim Storey is a master observationalist. I'm always really paying attention. I've been fortunate enough to have my own show on Sirius XM. I was signed by Telepictures, same as Ellen DeGeneres 10 years ago. I've been able to do all these things, as you know, with Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey. So all that stuff is cool, right? But a lot of things are shifting. Like the fact that on YouTube, you have sometimes how many people watching some of these videos?
Well, at any given time, we actually have a couple thousand every 60 minutes watching with real-time analytics, but about 43 million views between Think Media and our video influencer
Okay, so
channel.
that's something that 10 years ago didn't take place.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have been able to be around someone like yourself, because me and you have talks, and learn from you to say, hey, okay, pay attention, Tim. That TV is great. I'm doing TV. I got new TV shows coming out that are at a big level. I'm working on a play that's doing well. I'm working with a famous movie star, as you know, on another motion picture where I'm a producer. Okay, that's awesome. But what are the other ways to touch people? So I'm kind of paying attention to you, Sean, and you're kind of helping me to lead the way, and I'm willing to follow. So you got to be willing to follow, guys, and not just be stuck in your own ways just because you've been doing it the same way for so many years.
I love that. And one of the things that you have now committed to is actually consistent shows through Facebook Live. And we always talk about with our community, you want to be consistent. That's one of the keys. And even having shows, like maybe pillar pieces of content that come out on a regular basis.
So smart.
And so what are your shows and your thinking behind those in Facebook Live?
Okay, so thank you to Steve Harvey, who will watch this. He watches all my stuff. So he has over 5 million on Facebook. So he lets me do Facebook Live on his Facebook every Monday. So I do Motivational Mondays with Steve Harvey on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, I do something called Power Women. And I do it right from my office, Power Women, but we do it in a very strong way. I interview the most powerful women that are having great influence from all over the world. And then on Fridays, we do something called World Shakers, which you know is my line about being a world shaker and a history maker. So Mondays with Steve Harvey, Wednesdays, the whole Power Women, Fridays, World Shakers. Do it all the time. But you helped give me that idea probably about a year ago.
I love that. I love that. And so I'd love to hear from you. Are you doing a show yet on Facebook, on YouTube? Post it in the comments and committing to that. I think that's so key. And I love that you've created pillars of content that you can build around. Now, one of the biggest important things for breaking through on social media and online these days, what inspired me was actually a quote out of Sally Hogstad's book, Fascinate, where she said, different is better than better.
Yes.
And I think about that because, I mean, if I try to be Tim Storey, I get on stage up here, I'm gonna fall off the edge of the stage, right? Because that's your zone, that's your grace zone, that's your skill. And so we always encourage people, don't try to be the better than the person you're looking up to. Find your unique voice, but that's hard.
Yes.
How do you find your unique voice, your unique style, even your unique niche? What are your tips? Maybe especially for young people, but people of any ages that are still like, man, how can I tap into my unique gift to the world?
Okay, so you have to stop, you have to look, you have to listen, because we become a generation of human doings rather than human beings. And when you take time to be, and just be in the moment, you'll find that, wow, I'm different. I'm creative. I like to draw. I like to paint. Someone like that is someone like Pharrell Williams. And he says that in his awkwardness of his youth is when he found his true voice, that he was supposed to be an awkward person.
Yeah.
And so many people that are doing amazing things in life are very awkward, even awkward socially. But maybe that's the way God made you. And your form of expression is not going to be just in being Mr. Motivational man or woman, but it's going to be in your expression of what God has given you that is unique to yourself.
I love that. And the first thing you said stop, look, and listen. You said
Yes.
stop. And off camera, we were talking about that in today's culture, it's so busy. And even with social media and all these interruptions,
Yes.
you kind of mentioned the importance of actually slowing down and getting quiet. Talk about that.
Yeah, I do that on a daily basis. Like when I take a walk, every single day I take a walk, but I do not have earbuds in my ears. I'm not listening to all kinds of music. I'm not listening to somebody's podcast. I want to be in the moment.
Yeah.
I want to hear the birds. I want to hear the ground as I walk. I want to feel life, because many times in those moments, God downloads amazing things to me. Some of my best thoughts come during my walks. So that's my stopping. The looking is looking up. The listening is listening to what God's saying, but also listening to what you're saying. Because it's not just God speaking to us through some form of an audible voice or through prayer, but he speaks through conversation.
Yeah.
Slow down and have a conversation.
Strong, strong. Now, are you ready for the lightning round?
Yes, I'm ready. I've heard about it.
Okay.
People have talked about it.
Yep.
And now it's about to hit.
It's about to hit. Here we go. Lightning round, lightning round. 3, 2, 1. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
NYC or LA?
LA.
If you could only have one thing during a zombie apocalypse, one item, what would it be?
Chocolate cake.
One book every influencer watching should read.
Think and Grow Rich.
One podcast every person listening should listen to.
Yours.
That's right. When we start one. Boom. One documentary or film you think everybody watching should check out.
The Wizard of Oz, because she finally gets there.
I love it. I love it. Last song you had on repeat on your iPod or iPhone or whatever.
Michael Jackson, Dancing Machine. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Boom, boom, boom. She's a dancing machine. Bam.
What do you know now that you wish you knew when you were 21?
That even if I failed, I still might become a success.
What is one purchase under $100 that you think is absolutely incredible and everybody should check out?
Buy a book. One book can turn your whole life around under $100.
What is one of your hidden talents that most people don't know about?
That I can dance. I'm a dancer. Since I was 8 years of age, I started in dance contests.
Yeah.
From 8 to 18,
Yeah.
I'm undefeated.
Well, we just saw the moves, and so you still
Undefeated.
Got it. You still got it.
Undefeated from 8 to 18.
There you go. What is one of your no-miss morning rituals?
Okay, no miss morning ritual is I really spend time just meditating. And I call it blessings and challenges. And the first part of my morning is thinking about the blessings that I have. And then I think about challenges. And instead of getting beat down by my challenges, I play them down and I pray them up. It works every time.
Strong. I love it. And then finally, what is one of your favorite failures that, of course, hurt at the time, but you learned a lot from it?
Is dating the wrong person. Because sometimes somebody can look so amazing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it just didn't turn out so amazing.
Yeah.
So I've really learned that even though someone seems so amazing, take your time, Tim. Slow your roll. Slow those dice down.
Yeah.
Boom. Yes, learned a lot.
That's some good advice. That if it was worth watching this video just for that one, that's a big deal. Well, that was the lightning round. Absolutely love what you're doing. I know you've got a lot of great resources, books, and things like that. But what are some of the things that you're up to, your social media platforms? We're going to link everything in the description below.
Yes.
But where can people find you and what you're doing?
Okay, so Tim Storey Official, fun things happening, new TV shows coming out, 2 big ones on big networks,
Yep.
coming out this year with people that you would know about. Also working on a movie with one of our biggest stars in America, probably one of the top 5 actors in America. I'm producing the movie. I'm excited about that. Also working on an amazing play. It's a spiritual play, but at a very high level, at a Broadway level. So I'm enjoying that. Also Melrose Recovery, everything that we're doing to change people's lives from setback to comeback. That's what I'm excited about in life.
Very, very cool. So a lot of cool projects. And of course, we'll link up all the social media links, Tim's Facebook page, so you can see those weekly shows. Finally, Tim, can you just speak one final word of encouragement to influencers watching as it pertains to staying on their grind, staying focused, not giving up?
I just want to say to you, you may not be what you want to be, but thank God you're not what you used to be. Don't just look at all the things you're not. Think about how far life has brought you. You've come a long way, baby. Let's embrace that today. Something new, something wonderful is about to happen in your life.
I love that so much. Tim, thank you so much for being on. Influencers, definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you want to check out another video here on the channel, just click or tap the screen over there. If you want to check out Tim's stuff, we'll link that all up in the description. Until next time, Video Influencers is helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.